Well, we're ready to attack Fancy today. Fancy is a long-haired cat, but it really doesn't matter to begin with. When we do the face, fur, and features, we're still going to begin with the eyes. Let's go ahead and grab our number 0 brush, and I want a little of the burnt sienna. So I'm going to take that and I've mixed it with some of the medium. So let's come right in here, and there we go, right up to the top and down. And we're going to do that on both of these cats. This cat has kind of a yellow eye, but it's a very dark yellow. Okay, so we'll start out with that. Then I'll take a paper towel and clean my brush off. Go in here. See, we use water as both the cleaner and the medium. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the, now since we already have medium on the canvas, or on the eye, I'm just going to use pure yellow ochre. Alright, see, so now I'm going to make a half moon. See that? Half moon. Each eye, half moon. Well, that one didn't do too well. There, much better. Okay, so now I'll just mush this up a bit, both sides. See, like that. It's amazing what you can do with this little number 0 flat brush. And I'll come over here and move it up. I need a little more yellow. So let's take a little more of that yellow ochre. Just pure yellow ochre. Clean the brush and mush it right up. Eyes are easy to do, but they're so critical to do them correctly. All right, now I'm going to take a little bit of white, put that right there, a little bit of yellow ochre. Yeah, there we go. Get a little more white. And what I want to do is create a nice little glow at the bottom of each eye. See that? See this? Flip it over. Alrighty. Now, take a little bit of the burnt umber. That's this darker color. And I'm going to create a shadow on the top of the eye. See right up here? This is in underneath the eye socket, so it needs to be in a little bit of shadow. Just like that. Okay, the next thing to do is put in the dark. Let me show you what that is. I'm going to take a little bit of the medium and put that in. Don't like that, so I'm going to go clean my brush. I talk a lot about cleaning my brush. Let me show you what I'm doing. I've got a bucket of water here with a grate below, and I just wish back and forth my brush against that grate, and that's all I have to do. So I have that. We showed that to you in the preparation video, so I want to make sure that you actually see that I am doing it. All right, see the difference between here and here? That's what cleaning will do. All right, now we have some black, and this is Payne's Gray, and we'll take a little bit of the burnt umber, not much, just a little bit. That neutralizes the gray, so it truly is black. All right, let's come on back to the eyes. And we'll darken this eye. Every cat's eyes are different, and you need to study them to see what the differences are. Okay, and that's why it's so important to have very, very good photos. Okay. All right, now you see this? I am taking this and just outlining that eye's socket. Very, very dark around there. Even if it is a black cat, it's going to be quite dark. Let's go to the other side. right around here. And this is the time we can firm up the shape. Firm up the shape. It's going to go right across the top. Just like that. Okay, again, let's clean the brush. I'm sure you can hear me going in the water. And I'm going to get a little bit of the white. Now, I don't want to have pure white, but I want pretty close to it. So I'll take a little bit of the yellow. Alrighty. And here we go. Put a little glow in his eyes. Okay. And that's right about there, just like that, see? And right about there. Okay, now let's take a little bit of Payne's Gray, and I mean a little bit. See that? Just very little. Because now I want to put the reflected light, and I want to take advantage of the blue that's in the Payne's Gray. Okay, that's still a little dark. Yeah, there we go. I think that'll work out well. Alright, here's what we're going to do. See, the eyes are kind of on the right side, so the reflection be on the left, just like that, see? Alright. And there we are. Okay, now let's go to the nose. The thing about the nose here is that it's really, really black. So we're not going to see much features. So let's go ahead and darken up the nose again. Now, we're only seeing a bit of the bridge of the nose there on the left side. So we have to really pull that in. Now, that's normally all you see, except we have a little reflected light for its nostrils. So we'll just take a little bit of that Payne's Gray color, see? And then right here we'll put a little bit of light over it, just on the top of his nose. Alrighty, do it again. It's not big enough. There we go. Now I'll just work it in a bit. Start to bring it down. See that? Start to bring it down. Okay, with that, let's now begin to clean our brush again and work on the mouth. The mouth is just a little bit of black. You really can't see it, except what happens is there's a little bit of a line that comes from the nose and then right into the mouth. And that's it. This black patch will prevent us from seeing too much. So, what I like to do is take a little bit of the gray and, alright, see? And bring the hairs on down. See? Just a little stroke. Those are the chin hairs. Now, it's not moving too well, so let's get a little medium. See that? A little medium. Mix it up. And here we go. Just a little stroke now and then. Well, that's starting to get a little too bright. So let's clean our brush and load up with the dark black again. And there we go. That makes it a darker gray and a better hair. See how I'm doing that? Now we'll get a chance to work it a little bit more, but wanted you to see right here what we're doing. All right, see that? Now we'll have to get this back portion a little bit darker. We've got way too much light right now. Let me show you what I mean. Here, there we go. See that? And had we blackened that first, I guess, would have been better. So we'll just kind of give it a little coat of black now. And there it is. You see, just the right amount of gray. Okay, let's go back to the bridge on the nose. And I'm going to switch to a number 2 brush. And what I want to do is mix up a little more of this black, okay, just like this, and the burnt umber. Get the medium because, you know, tomorrow we want to do the final details, so we want this to be dark. Okay, see this right in here? I'm just really stroking that in. That has to be real dark. See how it's coming down to the nose? Look at this stroke. Stroke, stroke, stroke. Straight strokes right above. So let's get some more. Again, you want to use the medium. Now, this stroke here, this is the tear duct area. So we'll just give it a little bit of dark. But we want to make sure that we have a really, really dark area here. Okay, because one of the parts, our jobs at this stage when we're doing the features, is to make sure we've got the shadows in correctly. So there are 2 things we have to do with the shadows. Okay, first off, we have to make them darker than the brown or dark black we have. All right, so that's what we're doing here. Second is we've got to show the contour. All right, just going down like that. All right, so that's looking pretty good, but let's go and get a little bit of our grade color. Now I think that I'm going to go ahead and give it a little darker gray. Yeah, that's looking good. All right, now we'll just put a little bit of hair first strokes right here. I keep using the word hair, it's really fur. Just right along here. And then we're coming along here like this. See that? Oh, there we are. Right towards the nose. See that? That's how you shape. Okay? And then this is just straight down. You want the eye to say, oh, okay. That's straight down the bridge of the nose. Okay, so we've got that with our little fancy nose. Okay, now with the eyes done, the nose and the mouth, it's time to work the ears. Let's take a look at the photo. Look at the ears. See the inside of the ears? They got a slightly pink color to them, which we have up here on the canvas. See that? All right, but they seem to have a thinner, very, very thin coat of black on it. So I'm going to take quite a bit of water. I'm using a number 4 brush, number 4 flat. See that? Just, ooh, just very, very thin. And I'm going to essentially glaze these. All right, see that? Just glaze it. We've got good color, right color underneath. But this is a glaze that's going to pay back dividends. All right, and then when we go to the final details, this will pay us back dividends like you wouldn't believe. All right, there we go. See how neat that is? All right, let's take a look. Okay, let's mix up some more of this dark black color. Again, I'm just brush mixing it. It doesn't give us a precise mixture each time, but it's good enough. Go ahead, grab some medium. And now, I have to be honest with you, Fancy is a long-haired cat, okay? So our strokes are going to be a lot longer. So here we are, filling that in. Now I want to kind of stay away from the ridge because I want to keep that in place and come right around just like that. Now, Fancy's face, if you will, is going to have a contour here. So let's just contour that out. Now I'm going to put down that brush, grab another number 4 because I happen to have many. And I want to get a bit of this gray color. Okay, so feel free to take a little bit of the gray And let's take the rest of this white, because we want a dark gray, bluish gray. There we go. Not so much of the brown. Okay, now we want to do these little hair strokes.